Only two games of playoff hoops on a Monday night. Cleveland wins the series. Golden State basically wins the series. We're gonna recap it all for you. My name is Shlomo Stark,
My name is David Jacob.
and this is the NBA Daily Recap in 15 minutes or less. Levi, with only two games, we give us a little bit more time to talk, big picture. It's hard to do that when often these playoff games are stacked. I want to talk to you about something big picture.
Sure.
I'm conflicted. I'd love to get your thoughts. On the one hand, I've been, I feel privileged that we have this type of round one, especially with those six West teams, the Warriors, Rockets, the Timberwolves, Lakers, and the Clippers, Nuggets. On the other hand, my counter to that is there's only been one good series, and it's been Clippers Nuggets. And even that, it kind of feels like the Clippers. It wouldn't be crazy if you said Clippers in six. Um, I just feel like every team is up 3-1, and I wanted a bit more of fight, except from the Pistons. I'm happy we're up 3-1 over them. But like, I was very excited for this first round, and now that it's almost the end of it, I'm like, was this even good? Like every team is up 3-1. So what are your thoughts on that?
I hear the point, but I think it's like we spoke about before. I think it's a matter of like, even though it's 3-1, they've been close 3-1s. Like this, I think that the Warriors are going to go 6 games. Like
When you're
you
at
know,
3-1 and you win in six, it's not an exciting series.
I understand that I was saying, but if we said beforehand that the Warrior it was going to be a 6 game series, everyone's like, oh, a 6 game series, oh, that's going to be exciting. Like,
Well, actually, I'll counter that. My first question to you, when you predicted a six-game series, I even said a fun game six-game series or a not fun six-game series. A six-game series where it's 2-2 or 3-1.
I think it's been fun. I think that there's also like there's more time for teams to try to make a comeback, however unlikely it is. Like, I don't know, like each of these 3 game series, for the majority of them, a 3-1 series have been close. Like they've been decided by a few points. Maybe there's one blowout here or there, but they've been pretty close overall. Trading buckets back and forth. Like, I don't know. Knicks Pistons has been pretty close.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, speaking of close, Warriors game of the day. Warriors beat Houston 109-106. I think we can call this the Jimmy Butler game.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal. Phenomenal, especially at the end. It wasn't just scoring, it was also rebounding. It felt like he was just getting the ball every time, whether it was a rebound or like the ball just found him for scoring. Um, it felt like a series clincher almost. Like, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if the Rockets lose in six. It would shock me if this goes to seven.
Yeah.
But because game six is in Chase Center, so that's going to be a tough one. But they just, I think that the real win was the win without Jimmy. Like that was the tough. Like I can't believe they once they got that, it's like, hey, we beat these guys without Jimmy, and now Jimmy came. He's like, you're done.
I got you.
But
Yeah.
yeah, and it was a really really fun ending. They had two good shots that well not two they had two shots, one great one from Şengün and one like, tough three from Van Fleet.
Yeah.
But Van Fleet hit we can rip on Van Fleet as much as we want. He hit a clutch shot a minute earlier to tie the game.
Oh, he's
So
in crunch time when it's in his hands. To be honest with you, I don't know to look at the stats, but it does feel like in playoff series at least when he's in a clutch situation, he delivers, and it's so cool to also see like all of these former Raptors helping to deliver on, like helping teams now make good on their playoff aspirations. Like watching Van Vliet and Kawhi and Siakam, like watching all of that 2019 Raptors team like on their different teams now. I don't know. It's cool to watch.
fascinating observation by you. The I did not think of the 2019 Raptors like when talking about this playoffs. But yeah, I hear you. That is a fascinating observation. Good call. So, you have any more thoughts on this game, or should we move to Cleveland?
Um, yeah, just very quickly, this was it felt like Steph used up his life force from this game on last game, or I guess the last two games. Like, this game, like it caught up to him. He still shot a pretty good percentage, I think. But
Yeah, he was
uh,
6 of 13 shooting.
like he was the defense was more aggressive on him because he's Steph Curry, obviously. Um, but there's just he needed people to rest this game, and they allowed him to do that. The rest of the team really pulled through. Pajemski also was hit a couple of shots, which was very good. Like much needed. Like everybody stepped up a little bit more, aside from Kuminga.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a good team effort. Jimmy Butler game powered them through, and the Rockets. Listen, it's like I said, it's been a good series. This is good playoff experience for them. This gives them the ability to come back next year stronger, especially if they're able to get somebody in the offseason who's able to be a consistent scorer for them. Jalen Green with his now I know, now I understand how to adjust to the playoffs. Okay, sure, guy, whatever you say. Yeah, it's good experience for them, and they'll come back next year. That's okay.
The Warriors played 12 guys, and Kuminga is not one of them.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone in the offseason. I think we can all very obviously say that there's no interest in playing him, there's no interest in having him on this team. I was listening to something. I don't want to quote it incorrectly, but basically they were saying that it looked like when he was playing in the last two games, it looked like he just severely regressed. Like even on the offensive end, like he just totally lost his offensive prowess completely. And watching him, it feels
I
that
think
way.
he'll be good. I think he'll be good in another team. I think Steve Kerr kind of broke him.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I think like exactly that. I think on another team, you'll watch him average 20 points and he'll look happy and great and he'll, whatever.
Mhm.
But they just, for his sake, like not even for the team's sake, for his sake, they gotta move on from him.
You know who could really use him? The Knicks.
No,
Give me him in those campaign minutes, in those Deuce McBride minutes.
no, no.
I need just a little bit more.
He's
I
not a
need
sh
something on my bench.
No, you need a facility. No, no, it's not a good call. And they're gonna want too much for him. Let him be somewhere else. Send him to the Kings, whatever. Let him do whatever.
I want him. I'd be happy to take him. Okay, next. Cleveland beats Miami 138-83. After this game, I think I can officially say it'd be hard to argue against me on this, but this was much more dominant than the OKC Grizzlies series.
100%.
Um, and it's one of the most dominant sweeps ever, and everyone's been talking about OKC. I think because the Grizzlies are slightly better than Miami.
I think a lot better, but yeah.
Sure, that meaning whatever it is. Um, this was like total dominance by Cleveland. I don't think anyone's gonna care until next round.
Yeah,
Let's see them do this against the Pacers.
right. 100%. The funny was that also Darius Garland sat out game three.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, and it didn't.
I think this has been the most not talked about series of all the, not even just by us, by like media in general.
100%.
Um, it was the most lopsided series win in NBA playoff history. They won by 55 points. Fourth biggest playoff win ever. Uh, we're talking fourth biggest. The last two of them were in 19. There was one in 56, one in 73, and one in '09. Like this is legit.
Yeah.
That's a real win. Um,
I think it also speaks to like was Miami's holdout and wanting to try to keep Jimmy or get a bigger package for him is because they just have like Tyler Hero is a good player. Not to take anything away from Tyler Hero, they just don't have enough offensive creation. They can't put it together on offense at all on that team. And to his credit, Davion Mitchell has been playing as a good facilitator. But he's a defensive guard. Like there's no, they're a very good defensive team, but they really don't have enough on offense.
yes. Sorry that I paused. I
It
think
was a
uh,
shocking
right.
tweak, huh?
No, it was like you're right. Like you're just right. There's nothing to add there. Good job, Cleveland. And if I'm the Pacers, I'm like, all right, we got to really work here. All right, 4 games tonight, so we could do predictions quickly. Milwaukee, Indiana. This is the first time I will say I will take Indiana. Um, wait, I didn't look at the lines. You want to do guess the lines with me?
Guess the line.
We're gonna move on to Pistons. You know what? Let's save that one for the last one for your favorite. What do we think Magic Celtics is, Shlomo?
Magic Celtics, who's home?
Uh, TD in Boston, Celtics.
So it's in Boston. This is game 5. Boston's up 3-1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Boston favored by 6.5.
You're gonna have to go higher than that.
I think just tell me.
They have it at 11.5.
No respect for this Magic team
No.
who won a game already.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next. I think, well, we could talk about the game actually. I think that the Magic, if I was betting, I would bet the Celtics win, but by less than 11.5.
Yeah, I think the Magic's gonna put up more of a fight. I think like Bankero is gonna be really locked in for this game because he's been.
I wouldn't be I think it's gonna be like a 6-7 point game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's why my guess was 5.5 or 6. That's why I guess 6.5.
I think it'll be more similar to game 1 where like you see the Celtics execution kick in and they're gonna like, really take it to them. Okay. Clippers.
So now, Levi, just so to be clear, so now if I was gambling, I would bet the Magic to cover.
Okay. Clippers Nuggets.
Ooh, that's in Denver, right?
That's in Denver. Tied 2-2.
I have Clippers flavored by 3.5.
So it's actually no. It's Nuggets. Oh, Clippers
Read me what it says, Levi.
+2 is Nuggets.
Wait, Nuggets +2?
Yeah.
So I'm off by 1.5. That means the Clippers are favored by
1.5.
by 2. No, Clippers are favored by 2.
But they're not home.
If it's
So they're not assuming it's going to be even. They're favoring Clippers.
Clippers are I guess Clippers by 3.5. It's Clippers by 2. I was 1.5 off.
Right. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Okay. The Knicks are going to be favored by 5.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
I nailed it?
Yeah. Right on the nose.
Let's go. That's hard to nail it.
Yeah.
All right. Do you get how this game works?
Yes. That's gonna be nuts, though.
What?
That's nuts. It's in Madison Square Garden, Game 5.
They're gonna go absolutely berserk. The Garden has no interest in this. We want to win it at the Garden.
But if they
Somebody said something so funny. Somebody said something so funny. He's like, I would take 50 fans in MSG after a Game 7 win against a gorilla. It's such a good line. Such a great tweet.
it's like literally the wasn't mixtape. It was whichever one is the one that like goes out on the street. The bing bong, that one.
Oh yeah.
Like it's like literally that on steroids. If you're like for a Game 5, Knicks up 3-1 at Madison Square Garden, it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, I genuinely like. It's gonna be a rowdy crowd.
Ben Stiller better be there.
Ben Stiller wouldn't miss it for the word. Ben Stiller goes to away games like an AAU parent. Like he's just like supporting his boys.
I like that Timothy Chalamet has been like added to that.
Yeah. By the way, if Campaign has a good game, I'll bring back the Campaign point. I actually meant to bring it up in the last game how like he wasn't performing well.
Okay.
Like he didn't play well the 2 away games. So
it's more fun to bring up when he's playing well though.
Yeah, it is. Okay, that was the NBA Daily Recap in 15 minutes or less. I want to thank you, Levi, for co-hosting and producing. And I want to thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.